Okay. So after failing to escape from prison for the 100th time and waiting for Escape from Tarkov to download, we're going to watch a couple videos, and we're going to start out with another Kate video about the cargo refactor. They blew up a caterpillar. It's titled Blowing Up a Caterpillar, Star Citizen 318 PTU. So let's see whatever they found out about the cargo refactor.
One of the key additions to the 318 PTU is the cargo refactor. This change physicalizes
the biggest change for me is actually not even the refactor, it's the commodity window.
all cargo carried by ships so that it can be manipulated by players directly using a tractor beam. And I was pleasantly surprised to see a new trade UI for managing cargo on board your selected ship. The change works hand in hand with a new ship.
Just to be clear, it's not, this UI isn't on your ship. You're not managing cargo while on your ship. The only way you could do that right now is still just with the tractor beams.
Destruction mechanic that will release cargo when a ship is hard killed. And so we wanted to just run a quick test with the Drake Caterpillar, filling it up with scrap and waste to be destroyed out in space.
Nice.
We would observe what the cargo does.
It's supposed to be like, what, 45%? Something like that? We'll see if it actually does it.
The Caterpillar is now full of
which we all expected
and scrap.
This was like the big patch.
Holy shit, yeah, that is. It's a lot of cargo. The
Stacked to the
Caterpillar
brim.
doors were not rendering when viewed from the cockpit, but having directly checked the cargo, I was
had the same
confident
bug.
it was all present. We were jumping out to just a random point in space where we could test without interruption. Once we were in open space, I wanted to head down to the cargo bay and try a little direct movement of the cargo using a tractor beam.
Jump away.
Okay, I've done this test as well. Full cargo Caterpillar, not a good experience moving cargo. It's too jammed up. They need to make the Caterpillar like 2 to 3 meters wider on like either side.
Trying to find where Katie went.
But my first attempt was maybe a little overambitious, as the containers just do not fit through the railings here on the Caterpillar's
They don't-
gantry.
And then you start banging them into everything, and then it's no fun. And then it starts going through your
The
ship.
box ended up
Yep.
clipping a little into the front wall, and trying to crack this, I'd need to move some of the boxes below to get access to it.
Yep. And then all those start going through the wall. And then, yeah, it's just a mess.
And pulling some boxes out to try and get to the one that is like dancing around.
But you
The
can't get
clipped
to the one
boxes were
dancing
truly
around.
stuck though,
And then
but
it
we were
starts
going to be
clipping
destroying
into
the
other
ship soon
boxes.
anyway, so I just let it stay there for now.
Yeah.
Ship destruction goes through 2 phases in 318. Soft death, where the ship is no longer functional, but it is still intact and all doors unlock. And hard death, where the ship is destroyed and the cargo is released into space. We'd
Alright.
be going for hard death here.
I have not seen a hard death ship explosion in 318 yet. Kate's the first one I've seen attempt this.
Oof, okay.
That was soft. This is hard.
There we go. There's the hard death.
Oh, I see boxes bottom left here.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Wow.
That looks amazing.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my god. Dude, why?
It didn't blow into pieces, drifting apart.
Caterpillars are going to be 100% hard death. You're going to go for it because it's too much of a pain to move everything, I feel like. And scooping up things with like a C2, just open the mouth and scoop it all up. I just see like this chunk just getting scooped up, you know, really easy.
That is perfect. Look at that. You can see the boxes
That
slowly
is
like
so
drifting
cool.
out.
That's
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
Awesome.
Can you see like the box in your helmet? Like the boxes in your helmet and
Yes, so,
stuff?
I mean, I can physically see them.
It's like a fire too. It's still going.
Front
And
door
you're still
works.
able to interact with the doors. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
You explore around in there, we can start pulling some cargo into the Corsair.
Cyrus suggested we try loading up the Corsair with cargo to see how long that would take and what the experience of loading a ship by hand is like.
It's gonna take a long time.
See how long it takes to fill that.
Command module broke off on its own.
Wait, really? It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
But this is awesome.
So this is what the command module will look like one day when it can be separated.
You know what's funny is this is what salvage is. Is salvaging the actual cargo from the wrecks. If in 3.19 they don't do this, I would be really, really disappointed, or at least like whatever patch comes after 3.19. NPC ships, we need to be able to scan, see what cargo's on their ship, and decide whether or not we want to pirate them.
Yeah.
It'll look like a little Drake shuttle.
It
Yeah,
shouldn't
it's got a
always
really
be
dramatic
player-to-player piracy.
Now, obviously, the Corsair carries much less cargo than the Caterpillar, and we should have moved the ship closer, really. But setting up
Yes.
a chain of people to move the cargo was actually quite fast when we started to get the ship filled up.
And the thing is like, you know, you got your train of people. It just feels like you're all working together. It feels good.
Kept driving the ship.
But it
You know,
also turns out the cargo on the grids can quite easily be dislodged, leading
Yes.
to falling box hazards.
Go stack.
What happened there?
They really, the magnets in this would be my like one bit of feedback, negative feedback for the cargo refactor. It's just got to be stronger. You know, one box gently touches the other and bang, that one's off, and then the next one's off, and then you can't interact with the grid next to it.
What happened there, Arizona?
That part's a little bit clunky.
It just knocked off.
Oh,
But
shit.
besides
okay.
that, it's really, really well done.
Yeah, it likes to
I guess we gotta be-
snap stuff to
I
the
guess-
grid, but it also likes to unsnap.
Okay, I guess I gotta be more careful then. There's no. Oh, yeah, shit. Okay, yeah.
See, like, there's a grid.
Oh,
There's a
I'm
grid
sorry.
right there.
So, yeah, it turns out it's you
Oh,
to Wolf
shit.
of Odin.
I'm sorry. There's a grid right there, but you can't interact with it because all the other ones are off.
Sorry. So, yeah, it turns out it's quite easy to make boxes unsnap from the grid using other boxes. You
Exactly.
can dislodge boxes quite easily, it turns out.
Yeah, you have to redo the bottom one.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Or the one next to it sometimes.
There you go.
Oh,
So you do that one, and then you do this one, but then you're going to dislodge the one next to it because
So
she's
last
slamming
one
them
was
into it,
across the party.
right? Like, look, she just dislodged this one over here because she's way too aggressive with
Does that mean
it.
you gotta
And
redo
that
the whole
one's
stack, or is it just the top one?
that one's just
It
fucked now.
looks like the whole stack is messed up.
Oh,
Oh crap!
See?
I'm not gonna touch that. I'm gonna leave it.
Because she was flinging it around too hard. You got to
For
chill.
First time filling up the cargo.
I also think we could have brought the ship closer. I think that's a lesson.
Well, yeah,
to
I
be
could've
learned.
done that.
I do love that they orient
Well, yeah,
themselves
okay, we
correctly.
only-
One more and we're good.
Yeah. This one.
She's
and
still
one more.
slamming them though. It's making me so
That one there.
nervous.
Okay. This is it.
That's it.
The final one.
Alright, we'll pull up.
That's 60.
Nice.
There was some concern over a stack inside we knew had kind of come dislodged, but we were ready to head off and take the risk of transporting it. There is a stack in the middle there.
I hear it. I
Behind
just
this
saw
row
it
here
too.
that I'm concerned about, but we'll see if it causes any problems, right? We were heading to reclamation and disposal on Hurston, where Cyrus was confident we'd be able to sell off the cargo we'd collected.
Yeah, another thing I've noticed is selling things at Grimhex has been quite difficult. There's not a lot that you can sell there, but at these like reclamation, disposal, Orient, and these other salvage yards, you seem to be able to sell like nearly everything. And they're obviously not an armistice where Grimhex is, so kind of a good thing.
My way back that way.
On this occasion at least, we were unable to sell the cargo, but it is possible we brought it to the wrong location altogether. Still, the cargo refactor is very satisfying to make use of, and I am very sure we will see piracy on the rise in Stanton now that cargo can actually be stolen. It is Christmas morning as I record this, and so I want to wish all of you watching a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. And of course I want to thank all of our channel patrons as well, whose generous support is what keeps this channel going. And for Christmas today, I want to send out a very special thank you to Wolf of Odin and Fox, who both recently became backers of the channel over on Patreon. Thank you both so much, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas day. We'll be back soon, and happy holidays to you all.
Nice. Happy holidays, Kate. That was cool. Now the thing that I think is, it's going to be very interesting seeing all the logistics of things, because this is a pain in the ass. So, you know, if you were going to do this correctly, if you were going to pirate the quote unquote the right way, my guess it would be you take down your target, hard death them if they're in a caterpillar, probably soft death them if they are in a C2, and something that's like a little bit more manageable to move boxes to and from. And then once you've done that, the pirates would just leave, and a whole nother crew comes in that handles the selling. You know, that's my assumption is what would happen. I want to be that crew. Like, that's the kind of gameplay I like. Not necessarily just like moving boxes between ships. That's not very exciting, but being that kind of support group crew is sort of my thing that I've always liked. Is you know, be the person who EMPs maybe and takes ships down, but not really the combat pilots. And then or be the one who's like the person who comes in after, right? And works with piracy orgs or something like that to deal with the logistics of things. So I think that would be super, super sick, but it's really hard. At least right now in 3.18, you know, with instability and, you know, lack of communication and stuff like that, with VoIP working in small servers and but it's this kind of system looks like it's doable. So smuggling, I feel like smuggling is something else. I feel like smuggling would be like the drug trade. It's more like the logistics end of a pirate group, you know? So like, I don't care who I would work with, but I care what I'm doing. So I would want to do the logistics or the mining or the salvage or whatever for any group that's like really organized. It's just I don't care if they're pirates or not, is essentially what I'm saying. But I would love to like offer those kind of services. That would be so cool. But it's also very difficult to be organized and good at doing those things too. So yeah, that's just like, I'm just explaining what I think my excitement in the game would be. And it feels like the things that I like are really starting to kind of happen. But again, as I've been saying for years now, there's really no reason to do it yet, right? And that's kind of the problem. Is all right, so we grab all the Laranite from this, you know, cargo hauler that some pirate killed. We give them, you know, a big part of the profits, and then what? You know? So it's like kind of coming back down to earth is, well, none of the Laranite, none of the Agricium, none of the Quantanium, none of anything that anybody had is truly worth anything, because there's nothing to really spend it on. And then what I really mean by spend it on is craft something with it, right? So that's what's really cool about RMC, is they showed us that, hey, you can craft something with it. This is going to be really sick. But yeah, so in the end, Kate, thank you for a really cool video and just getting my mind racing about that. It was just a very cool scene to see, and it kind of excites me for what could be when 3.18 goes live. So yeah.